Welcome to the battlefield of the greatest minds, where strategy reigns supreme and every move is a step towards victory. This is your host, and today, we embark on a journey that will test the limits of our wits and the depth of our knowledge. Whether you are a seasoned veteran or a curious beginner, there is something for everyone in the world of chess, and I am here to guide you through it all. So sharpen your blades and brace yourselves, for the ultimate chess experience is about to begin. Today, the game was played between Hartmann, playing white, and Iquan_Nazir, playing black, on chess.com. Let's jump right into the game, as white starts with 1, nf3, a move that can transpose to many different openings depending on black's response. Black responds with 1, d5, which signals a queen's pawn opening. White continues with 2, d4, and black responds with 2, nc6, which is not the most popular move but is playable, queen's pawn opening, Zukertort-Chigorin variation. The queen's pawn opening is a very popular opening in chess and begins with 1, d4, which is a move that controls the center and allows the queen's pawn to advance. Black usually responds with 1, d5, which is a solid move that also controls the center and prepares to develop the knight on c6. In the Zukertort variation, white follows up with 2, nf3, which develops the knight and prepares to castle kingside. Black then plays 2, nc6, which is the Chigorin variation, named after the Russian grandmaster Mikhail Chigorin. The Chigorin variation is a flexible and dynamic response to the queen's pawn opening. By placing the knight on c6, black controls the important d4 square and prepares to put pressure on white's center. Black can also potentially follow up with moves like e6, f5, and dxc4 to further challenge white's pawn structure. One of the key ideas behind the Chigorin variation is to delay the development of the light-squared bishop, as opposed to the more common 2, e6 or 2, nf6, which immediately develop the bishop. This allows black to maintain more flexibility in the opening and potentially surprise white with unexpected pawn breaks or tactical shots. In summary, the queen's pawn opening, Zukertort-Chigorin variation is a flexible and dynamic response to white's opening, characterized by the placement of the knight on c6 and the potential for counterplay in the center and on the queen side. It is a popular and respected choice for black at all levels of chess. Continue to the game, white then plays 3, e3, which supports the pawn on d4 and prepares to develop the light-squared bishop to d3 or c4. Black responds with 3, nf6, developing the knight and preparing to castle kingside. White continues with 4, bb5, pinning the knight on c6. Black responds with 4, bd7, breaking the pin and developing the bishop. White then plays 5, nc3, which prepares to develop the knight to d2 or e2 and attack the pawn on d5. Black responds with 5, h6, which is a prophylactic move that prevents a potential pin on g5 by white's bishop. White then plays 6, 0-0, castling kingside and connecting the rooks. Black responds with 6, e5, which aims to open up the position and gain more space. White plays 7, bxc6, capturing the bishop on d7 and doubling black's pawns. Black recaptures with 7, bxc6, and white plays 8.dxc5, capturing the pawn on e5 and gaining control of the center. Black then plays 8, ne4, attacking the pawn on f2 and preparing to centralize the knight. White responds with 9, nxe4, exchanging knights and maintaining control of the center. Black recaptures with 9.dxe4, and white plays 10, n2, developing the knight and attacking the pawn on e4. Black then plays 10, qg5, attacking the pawn on g2 and threatening to checkmate on h2. White responds with 11, g3, preventing the checkmate threat but weakening the pawn structure around the king. Black continues with 11, qf5, attacking the pawn on f3 and preparing to centralize the queen. White then plays 12, b3, developing the bishop and preparing to defend the pawn on c2. Black responds with 12, qh3, putting pressure on the pawn on g2 and preparing to attack the king. White then plays 13, bb2, developing the bishop and defending the pawn on c2. Black responds with 13, bb4, attacking the pawn on d4 and preparing to double the rooks on the b-file. White then plays 14, nxe4, sacrificing the knight to open up the position and attack the king. Black captures the knight with 14, bx e4, and white plays 15, q d4, double attacking the bishop on e4 b4 and threatening checkmate on g7. Black responds with the decisive move 15, q g2, delivering a checkmate and ending the game. One key lesson we can learn from this game is the importance of proactive play and avoiding overly defensive or passive moves. While it's important to control the center and defend your pieces, it's also critical to look for opportunities to attack and put pressure on your opponent's position. Additionally, this game highlights the importance of recognizing tactical opportunities and being prepared to take advantage of them. Black was able to launch a decisive attack with the move 14, bx e4, which won a pawn and opened up lines of attack against White's king. Overall, this game serves as a reminder that chess is a dynamic game that requires both strategic planning and tactical awareness. By staying alert to opportunities and maintaining an active, aggressive posture, players can gain the initiative and put pressure on their opponents, leading to more successful outcomes. In conclusion, it was an exciting game that started with a queen's pawn opening and quickly became tactical. Both players showed good understanding of the opening and made logical moves to develop their pieces. However, White's 14, nx e4 sacrifice proved to be too risky, and Black was able to take advantage and deliver a beautiful checkmate. Thank you so much for watching this exciting chess game on our channel. We hope you enjoyed watching this intense battle of chess, and that you were able to learn something new about chess. Until next time, keep playing and studying chess, and we'll see you in the next video.